lipstick. Your lipstick looks really pretty.
I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all stack on your black gold firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Constance Carter, and it's...
Hi, I'm April Sampe Foster. How you doing?
What's up, A?
Wait, I was trying to be like demure.
That's ugly. Anyway, what's happy Wednesday, everybody.
How y'all doing?
What's going on in these internet streets today, A?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's going on. There is a wonderful human. Her name is Constance D. Carter. And she has this ebook that is killing the game. And so I just wanted to put it out there that if you don't have her ebook, that something is wrong with you. You are in fact the problem.
To my soul, April, you are so sweet to my soul.
I'll be quiet.
I did just release. I updated my ebook, Make My Living Trust ebook. Y'all, it's as I have been talking more and more about the necessity of having your trust. It has become quite clear that we need more information, and so I expanded the ebook, and now the ebook not only has the living trust, because when I first did it was just a living trust, April, so it was just getting that living trust, and that was cool, only $25. But now I just updated it, and now it includes your last will and testament, durable will, your pourable will, your power of attorney, your medical directives, your personal information organizer. Like, there's so much in this now. So it is a full, complete asset protection plan. Not just for when you die, but for while you're here. If you're incapacitated, you have your medical directives. All of those things are included in this. So it's not just the living trust, which you guys have it, over 5,000 copies sold. I actually have this for the same price for now, but y'all check it out. Somebody hit me up this morning and said, "Hey, I can't pay. I tried 3 different credit cards."
What?
Yeah. And so I'm like, let me try it myself. And I went to try it. I tried to buy it myself, and I couldn't. So something's wrong with the website right now. And I'm actually working on another website as an alternative right now. So probably within the next hour or so, I'll have the new website up, because I can't stop people from being able to get this. So just be checking back in, you guys. But this, you definitely need it. I've been talking. I've been giving you guys different scenarios about what's been happening, some janky, terrible, trifling things have happened. I told you about celebrities. I told you about regular people. I told you about people I know, people dead and folks moving shit out the house. It's bad. My mom always said people get to acting funny when it comes to death and money. And so I just want to help people avoid the pitfalls of that happening. You just lost your father-in-law last year. We lose people all the time, and nobody knows the day or the hour. Nobody knows when they're going to die. So you just want to make sure that, you don't have people hating each other, because I've seen it. I know you've seen it being in real estate, and then we deal with probate deals, and man, folks,
those are the worst, because everybody wants the house to be sold right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then yes, so hurry up and wait. Also, I just want to put it out there. So while we're waiting for that to be updated, I just wanted to put out there that Constance also has a lot of books that you can purchase if you need a pick me up. So if you want to just be a better human,
April,
your money to get right. What happened?
You're such a supporter.
Oh, go sit down. If you need to actually get your money right, if you need to get your credit right, credit. There's so many ways to do it, and I love the fact that creating generational wealth is one of her goals. It's one of my goals, and so that's one of the reasons why I'm always going to support what she's doing, because her books are very, very, very impactful.
Well, guess what, April? Guess what? People have been saying, is this only the Living Trust ebook? They're like, is this only available online? Can I get a hard copy? And I was like, no, you can't get a hard copy. No, you can't get a hard. Well, guess what? The Living Trust book is now on Amazon.
Well, you look at God.
You can buy the paperback. So yeah, this right here, you can get this on Amazon. You could hold it in your hands. It's tangible. You can go through and you can mark it up. I actually even have some places where you can write. You could put your personal information in there, like, and then give this to somebody that's that's important to you, or however you want to do it. Like, but it's all a one-stop shop inside this book. And so it's $20 for the ebook. It's $59 if you want to buy it from Amazon. But this is worth thousands of dollars, really.
Well,
Like,
I was
really.
just about to say that it was about $5,000 for a trust that a family member got from an amazing attorney that I work with.
Yeah.
Love my attorney, so I'm not going to sit up here and act as if that's that's the money that was spent was well spent, right?
Yeah.
But if it's not a lot of people that just walk around with $5,000 to just
I paid
pay
$3 for
trust.
mine. I paid $3 for mine. And so what you're getting in this book is equivalent to a $3,000 living trust plus
If not more,
plus the will, the last will and testament, the pour over will. The pour over will it puts your property, like if you get other property later, still gonna have to go to probate, but it's a pour over, so it puts it inside your trust, add it later. Your medical directives, all of that. So it's not just the trust, it's all of those things too. So somebody said, where can you get it? You can go to makemylivingtrust.com, but that site is down right now because I don't know. You could try it. Go there and see if it'll let you pay for it. If it doesn't, you can go get it on Amazon. Go to Constance Carter and get it on Amazon, or you could wait, a little bit before I could, if it doesn't work on there and you want the ebook, just wait a little bit as I get this other site up and running. But anyway, April, NT-Way, I did talk about.
I was going to say, since we're talking about death.
What a transition.
I know, right? Since we're talking about death.
Definitely a wrap for me.
No, don't say that, brother. Don't say that.
That's what the doctor
No.
said.
You know what? I'm not ready to go there. You said Monday. What happened?
I didn't talk to you all day, but no, I want to hear that. I didn't talk to you all day, and I was angry with you. But go ahead. Hey, listen. Wait. Go back. So April is the chapter leader for the Net 7 Nation, the virtual chapter. I had the pleasure of getting on there briefly. I had to teach a class last night at 8, but hers started at 7:30. I got on there, and there you guys were doing some amazing things. Y'all had a book club. Y'all read a book and everything.
We did.
This great meditation exercise in the beginning. Y'all was doing it. I was just like, I was in awe. All the people love April.
I don't know if they love me, but I'm hoping that they get something from it.
I said, you finally got your own coat.
Go sit down. Sit down today, Constantine. We were reading The Power of Consistency. And the funny thing is even though the book is talking about consistency, it doesn't talk about it in the way that I was assuming. I was assuming it was saying, wake up every day at this time, do this every day at this time, be consistent with it, do what you have to do. And that is not what it was telling you. So if you are, any readers out there, if you get a chance, go ahead and read that book. It's by Weldon Long, and it is definitely
It's by who?
Weldon Long.
Okay. And it's about the power of consistency.
The power of consistency. He was in prison and decided, it's about time to change my life. I know a lot of people who have been in prison and they decided to change their lives.
Are you one of those people who've been in prison and thought that maybe it's time for you to change your life?
Who, April? Girl, bye.
Yeah. Have you been in prison?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
We do not want me in prison, honey. No.
Why?
I would be that. I would not be a good prison person. I would be that person who does not take a bath or shower at all, ever. Do not touch me. I don't want to be around you. Nope.
I don't. You think the ladies are going to molest you if you went to prison?
Say it again.
You think the ladies are going to molest you if you went to prison?
Absolutely. I'm cute.
Anyway, I want to go back to talk about death. What was you about to talk about? You was about to say something about somebody dying.
Definitely a wrap for me.
No, don't say that, brother. Don't say that.
That's what the doctor
No. Fuck the doctor. No, don't say that. Because when you say that, you're confirming what the doctor said.
That's what they said. I don't know.
No. Fuck them. Fuck what they said, brother. You're going to live long.
Guess what?
You're going to live long to see your children grow up. Yes, nigga. Nobody ever told you this. You're going to live long to see your children grow up. have children too. Real shit. Nigga, nah, nigga. Fuck what doctor tell you your time is done. No, fuck that. Nigga. Your neighbor is a doctor. So watching this and you think that Ray's days are counted, I'm here to tell you.
It don't matter if my days
No, they're not. They're not. His days are not counted.
But guess what?
More life to the brother.
My baby mama gonna be straight.
More life to the brother.
My kids gonna be straight. If they want to spend all the money, they can spend it. But I did my part here.
That's okay. But we're not gonna You have more life, my brother. You have more life. No, brother.
I shouldn't have went this hard, bro.
You should have. Because if you didn't, who was going to? Who was going to, my
and
brother?
Then when it's all done, burn me. Don't bury me.
Oh.
I just wanna fuck all of it.
More life to Ray J. More life to my brother. More blessings, more abundance.
Fuck all of it. I just wanna fuck all of it. Fuck all of it. Put a little love in it. Put a little bit of
love in it.
It's serious. I gotta do one more checkup tomorrow. My mama and my daddy coming to pick me up tomorrow. And they're gonna take me to the checkup. But shout out to my mom and daddy, and shout out to Brandy. Shout out to Brandy for looking out for me. She paid my bills for me. For the rest of the year. My sister paid my bills for the rest of the year. That's crazy.
So, okay. So do you have any background on this? This is my first time seeing this. So what happened? Tell me.
Supposedly, because he went so hard in his drug use and his drinking, he is dealing with some very serious health concerns. I don't know if they put out what the health concerns were, but he's been talking about the fact that he is not going to last for another year. I feel bad just for him even thinking that, and it could all very well be him having a drug session and just thinking that maybe this is what the situation is. But yeah, I'm feeling bad for Ray J, because Ray J, in my opinion, Ray J is very intelligent. He's like the most
brilliant businessman. Mm-hmm.
The stupidest brilliant person out there, because he makes a lot of the wrong decisions.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think this will be the wrong time for me to ask him to, to make good on?
Yes, I do. But what you can do now, this is the right.
So just let me.
So you want to tell the world?
Yeah. So Ray J was supposed to come and speak at our conference back in 2019, and then COVID happened.
Yep.
So he got about 3,500. So he was charging like 7,000. He got like 3,500, and we never got it back. So I was just wondering, like, should I go ahead and try to cash in on the 3,500?
The funny thing is, I'm sure that the price went up. I'm 200% sure.
I mean,
it'll be like 3,500. I will do a post for you.
He was making money back in 2019. He was making money.
Yeah, he wasn't making the.
No, but he was making money because he had the scooty bike. He still had the earphones. He wasn't really tripping. He wasn't even taking that money. He was actually giving it to one of his people. He was going to take the private jet out, and he was like, honestly, we had extensive conversations, and he was like, I just want to do this on the love. Yeah, I'll come down there. I'm about to be at Facebook anyway. You could come with me to Facebook. We could do this and do that. It was really positive, great conversation. And he was just like, I'll just give it to one of my people, one of his boys, whatever, whoever was going to accompany him. He was like, I'll just give it to them. I think it was just like, yeah, 7,000 is cool. It wasn't nothing. So, he was going to come, and we had several conversations, and he was great back then. This was 2019 though, but he was really great. And I don't have anything negative to say about him. He was awesome. He wanted to help. He actually wanted to connect, he wanted to connect with Bumpbox Rob. At the time, he wanted me to make that connection, which I've made some connections with. So my friend Rob is the person who invented the bump box, the big boom boxes. I don't know if you guys seen the big boom boxes, but Rob, he used to be my tenant. Now he's now he's a good friend of mine. and he's one of my VIP clients. I do all of his financing and things like that. But let me see. Let me see if you guys know what this is. Let me show what Bump Box is. Yeah, see, this is, wait, can y'all see Bump Box?
Mm-hmm. But take the okay.
Yeah. So this is what a Bump Box is. They're doing like these retro Bump Boxes now. I'm gonna get one of these. This is pretty dope. But let me see. I got the Flare. I got the Flare 8. And then I just bought one for I got this one. I just bought one for Victoria. Did you see the one I bought for Victoria?
Mm-mm.
I bought one for Victoria, and it has her logo on it. It says Victoria's Kitchen. You didn't see it?
Oh no, I didn't. I love that.
Yeah, I sent it to her office. But anyway, he wanted to connect with him, and but we never made that connection. So, yeah.
I think that this is a great opportunity for you to reach out to him about a living trust.
Listen, hey, you guys, if you guys don't got it, I have so many celebrities that I've helped with their living trust. I have celebrities that be in my DMs asking me. One celebrity hit me that.
Somebody's saying that this is a pre-recorded video. Is this a pre-recorded video? When did that happen? Or is that because we're not putting your information on the screen? Hold on. There you go.
This is live, bro. This is not live, bro. It is live,
it's
bro.
Not live? Oh no.
It's not live, bro.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm sorry. So my apologies. We haven't been putting the information on the screen. Continue.
But look, I was saying one celebrity had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, sis, can I need to live in trust?" And I'm like, "All right, that's what's up. Go to my website."
Yo, I'm talking to her. She's like, "Yeah, I told her to go to my website." I'm like, why didn't you like walk her through it? And she's like, "Well, I just told her she could go to my website."
I got an ebook. Like, I don't do living trust. I have an ebook. I'm not an attorney. Like, I'm not gonna do it for you. Listen, I'm a credit expert. I don't do credit repair. I got a book about it. Read my book. So I mean, that's yeah. April was like, I think she wanted more. I said she went to my website, but she didn't purchase.
And maybe she didn't purchase because you had a problem with being able to purchase.
I probably was.
Baby Jesus. People couldn't purchase it. Remember?
It's a possibility because I get purchases all day, so it might be intermittent. But I get tons. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of people on my website every day because I get pinged every time somebody's on there. And but yeah, maybe they can't. It's a possibility. Yeah. They say he was Whitney Houston's handler, that he was her hookup when she needed drugs. He was at the party that night when he passed, and they kept partying.
Yeah.
I don't know if they kept partying, but I know
they did keep partying. So
after they knew that she died?
Grilla. Don't make me pat my weave. Y'all saw how I did that? I did the ghetto smack. Did y'all see that? Anyway.
Wait. They kept partying after she died?
Yes. What's his name? Oh God, what is his name?
She died and they were still at the club. Like, what?
What's the guy's name who does the party? No, the white guy. The white guy. Clive Davis. Oh my God, you guys!
I know he didn't stop. But perhaps.
Yeah, but the party was literally right upstairs.
Right, Clive Davis didn't stop, but did Ray J keep partying?
I mean, I don't know about Ray J. I mean, I don't know about Ray J.
Yeah, I know.
Ray J was really hurt about that, though. I really do believe that Ray J was hurt by her. Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. Yeah, I don't. I mean, even if he was her handler, like, you can still love somebody that you're handling.
Yeah,
my husband handles me, and he loves me.
When I get a husband, he's gonna handle me too.
Giggity.
I'm actually speaking husband into existence these days, girl. Because before I was like, I was telling Kyle this morning, I was like, listen, it is hella ghetto being single in Washington, D.C. in the wintertime. This is not what I want.
Yes.
Right now.
But here's the funny part is that was disgusting. Who would want to get married? Ugh.
I know that's what I was thinking, but I said my son's friend Nate, he's so great. I told my kid Nate's the man of the house right now. Nate knows how to shovel snow. Nate knows how to do everything. So, well, I gotta show you
Oh,
something. I gotta show you
well,
something.
the Constance, you might want to look at the screen, ma'am.
You can be my husband, Deshaun.
But
If you were
wait,
born,
there's more.
if you were born in 1994, you can't be my husband, baby. I graduated in
Oh,
1994. It's
he's in
32.
Woodbridge, and he's in Woodbridge.
You're in
Ooh,
Woodbridge? Word?
Woodbridge. Oh.
You gonna
For
come shovel
those of
my
you who are
snow?
watching who are not in the DMV, Woodbridge is a part of Virginia that a lot of people who live there are in the military. Thank you
They
so much for
are.
your service. If you
Yes.
are in the military or ever were. Wait, what happened in
Listen.
93?
And I don't mean to bring her into
Wait. This right here. I'm about to show you. This is what Kyle sent me. Let me see if I can share it real
Wait, what
quick.
happened in 93?
He was born.
Oh, wait. Oh, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your service.
I graduated in 94. Let me show you something. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about right now. This is what my daughter sent me. Wait, hold on.
And I don't mean to bring her into this, but me and my mama need new niggas today. Right now. And I don't mean to bring her into this, but me and my mama need new niggas today. Right now.
So what my daughter sent me today,
Right now.
right now. Yeah. So I was just telling my daughter when she came in here a minute ago. Yeah, it's ghetto being single in on the East Coast in the winter. This is just stupid. So yeah, the standards may
Am I
lower.
about to have another situation, Lord Jesus?
You about to have a what?
You remember how yesterday? Yesterday. Remember how last week, my computer kept going in and out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what is going on. I have a
They don't like
new.
us.
Everything is like it doesn't like us. Y'all, are you all good with us being on here? Like, are y'all sending bad juju to my computer? Is that what you're doing? Don't do that. Anyway, I wanted to I wanted to share this one because this is just I want to know how people feel about the whole bully situation. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Like,
Who's a
let's
bully?
see.
Hey, have you seen Glorilla? She looks great. Yeah,
Yeah,
do
she
you ever
does.
watch? Have you seen her? Her before and after? What are we doing here?
Did you see? Did you see it?
It didn't do it.
You can play. You can see it playing.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll go back to Glorilla because I think it cut you off. Like it showed me that you were talking after the fact. I'm telling
Do it
y'all,
again.
it's
Do it
my
again. Do it
computer.
again. Do it again.
Don't talk to me like I owe you something. I didn't say that. Hey, boy, can I get something, please? No. When we was younger. Yeah, but I think I forgot. I'm homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that. Oh, shit. Take care of my kids. Can I get a picture of my sister?
So the bully is now homeless and now he wanted him to help
He's
him.
asking him for money. Yeah. Listen, there was another video. I'm not even going to bother pulling it up, but there was another video with this chick who I guess they ran into each other in the at the subway. Girl,
Yeah,
I'm not mad about that.
I didn't like
I mean,
I didn't like it at all. First of all, so basically is a girl, she was like, you remember me? You remember me? The girl didn't even remember her. And then she was like, I'm such and such that you bullied, and she still didn't remember her. And then she just started, she just started hitting her. But it's
I
like,
wouldn't do that.
and everybody in the comments was like, yep, girl, yes, girl. But it's like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I don't like that. I remember being in high school,
Were you a
and
bully, Constance?
I wasn't necessarily a bully. I didn't. I spoke my mind though. I spoke my mind, and so I remember getting called into the office. Now I was an honor student. I was an honor student. I got into a few fights. I whooped some ass. I did, um, for real. But I remember getting called into the office one day, and my dad was there, and this girl was there, and her mom was there, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And the girl said I had bullied her, and I was like, "I don't even know her." I remember she used to wear a sock on her head, right? And we used to laugh at her sometimes, like, "Oh, look at that girl with the sock on her head," and kept it moving, kept it moving. Wasn't really even thinking about her. It was just like she got a sock on her head. But that was the extent of it. It was a whole thing that she said that I was harassing her and I was bullying her and whatever. And I was so confused. And I feel like that girl, like it could have been, it was nothing to me, but this was everything to this girl. And for honestly, she had made up something in her mind that I had bullied her. I do remember seeing that she had a sock on her head and laughing that she had a sock. Girl, why are you wearing a sock on your head? But it wasn't nothing like she had made it out to be. And so, they had my dad up in there. My dad was like, "Niecy, did you do this?" And I was like, "I don't even know this girl, Daddy. Like, I'd seen her." And, and they were like, "Well, you can't be bullying people." So it could have really been a situation where it might not have even happened.
No. What I'm saying is I support actually approaching or saying something. You know what I mean? I do not approach. I do not approve laying hands on somebody that you used to bully you or whatever the case is. But like if it's something that's still on your heart, the reason I say that I totally approve it.
You are
way too. Hear me out. Thank you. The reason I totally approve it is because there's so many people who have things that are made up in their head, just like you just said, and they have allowed it to fester and grow legs so long that they're carrying this over and the person's like, "That's not what I said," or "That's not what I did." And you can be like, "Oh shit, I was wrong." Right. And it's okay. You know what I mean? So I totally approve that. What I don't approve is what you took it way too far. You allowed what's going on in your head to actually come out in real life. And that part I have a problem with. That's what's happening every day in this day and age.
Let me show you. I got somebody had sent it to me. My girlfriend had sent it to me who was a bully. And this girl actually came up to her and was like, "I've been waiting on the chance to catch you slipping." And out. She was like, "What?" And I thought it was funny. My friend was scared. She was like, at this stage, people be trying to kill people. I might have been a bully in high school, but I don't want to die. But she actually sent this to me. And so when I was laughing at her back when she told me that the girl came up to her, she was mad at me. She was like, "No, this is not a game. This ain't funny." But here's the video. Wait. Oh.
How old you got? I remember that face. You used to bully me in school. Why is she running up on me like that? Because you thought I wouldn't see you at this old ass age that we is. No. Yes, you did. Do you know how much turmoil you put me through growing up? Wait, I didn't used to bully you. Yes, you did. You and your friends. Y'all used to make fun of me. Y'all used to talk about my teeth. Y'all used to talk about how I dress, talk about how I look. A long time ago. I don't care. Do you know that type of stuff stands with you? And you still worried about that? I am, because guess what? I said if I ever saw you, what I'd do to you. Oh. Yeah, give me this. Matter of fact, give me this. You remember me from school?
You think that's okay? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Did you not hear the words that just came out of my mouth? I said I do not approve that at all whatsoever. What I approve is her saying, "Do you remember me?" And
no, I don't remember you. I don't remember you.
Saying, "No, I don't remember it," or "That's not me," or whatever. That would have been okay,
I remember you. Okay. Yeah.
Put it to rest. Or even, yes, I did used to bully you, and I'm sorry about it. Or whatever the case is. Like if it's making you that damn crazy, but that's a level of crazy that is unacceptable.
And now you're gonna rob her, and now you're about to catch a case with your dumb ass because you're gonna go.
And then you recorded.
And we were children. Okay, like this is what kids do.
No, I think that the biggest issue, and that's why I'm bringing it up. Like so many people don't talk. They won't say anything. They'll hold it in, and then they let it out at the wrong time in the wrong way. And I'm like, dang, all you had to do was just be like, "Hey, Do you remember this? Or this made me feel bad, or whatever the case is, if it's that serious to you.
So in elementary school, I used to bully this girl, but it stemmed from they was these little girls that came to our school. They was from East Palo Alto, and they used to be like doing this all the time, right? So they used to be, on the playground doing all that. So one of them, I used to just relentlessly bully her. Like I used to just I talk about her every day. I called her hawk nose, and I was really mean to her because I didn't like how they came on there, and they trying to,
Wait, how did she do it? How did they used to do it again?
basically. They used to do that. And so anyway, years later, I'm my girl, my friend, I'm like 21. And you know them little bad ghetto girls that did that. You know what I'm talking about. So years later, now I'm like fourth, fifth grade, Anyway, years later, I'm like, this happened like third, fourth, fifth grade. I'm at this point 2021. I go to my friend's high school graduation, right? Hey, Marthella. I go to my friend's high school graduation and I run into the girl. But by the time we were cool, right? But I run into the girl. Stop! I run into the girl and her auntie. We're walking towards each other, and she goes, April! Stop! Stop! So anyway, we're walking towards each other, right? It's after the graduation, we're walking towards each other, and by that time she goes, Auntie, this is Niecy. That's all she said. The auntie goes, You Niecy? You Niecy? And I was like, yeah. She said, do you know you used to torment my niece? Do you know you used to? And I was like, I'm sorry, man. By that time, I was a good little Christian girl. I was like, I didn't know. And she was like, we used to tell her to bring a sock full of canned foods and beat you upside the head with it. I was like, oh, I'm so glad you did. So you see what type of people I'm dealing with. And if y'all know anything about East Palo Alto, if you guys are from the Bay Area, these girls were from East Palo Alto. So just saying.
Okay.
What?
Okay. It's funny. I look back and I remember I got jumped. I got jumped in the bathroom. I will never, ever, ever forget it. And looking back, I'm like, all misunderstanding. I was in middle school and I still remember it. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna jump me over some shit like this? I saw a girl and she had on a pair of Guess jeans. Were Guess jeans cool?
Yes.
Okay. She had on a pair of Guess jeans. And I was like, oh, she got on a pair of Guess jeans. It didn't matter what kind of Guess jeans they were. If I saw you wearing Guess jeans, I was like, I like your jeans. And I was like, I like your jeans. And she was like, thank you. And I went to the bathroom and I flushed the toilet. And right after I flushed the toilet, the lights went out. Y'all know in the school, when you're in the middle of the bathrooms are in the middle of the school. So there's no windows. So it was pitch black. And I walk out and all of a sudden I feel fists coming at me. And I'm like, okay, we about to, this is a thing. I'm being ambushed. And when they turned the lights on, I was being ambushed by two women. I said women, two children, yes. And I was very proud of myself. I did handle my own, but it was two people on me, and I was in complete darkness. And we had to go to in-school suspension.
All y'all did?
Yeah. Because they were like, they didn't believe my story. They're like, yeah, okay. Like, you, April, you're such a sweetheart. Is that what?
That's what they said?
No, they didn't say that.
Well,
anyway.
Let me tell you, I got my ass whooped This is probably the first
But
time
I
I'm
didn't get my ass whipped though. That's the thing. I didn't get my ass whipped. But the teacher was like, "Why did this happen?" And they were like, "She was making fun of my jeans." Bitch, I wasn't making fun of your jeans. I was telling you your jeans look good. But yeah, so that's why I say it could always be a misunderstanding. You just never know. So you got your ass busted. What happened, Constance?
So this girl came up to me and she came up to me and she was like, Niecy, this girl, she keep bullying me. This white girl I don't know if I think she's maybe told she was white. This white girl keep bullying me and blah, blah, blah. I was like, where's she at? Right. So I got me and my, a couple of my girls, my crew. We go over there to confront the white girl. We get out there. The white girl's like, the white girl hella tall and hella big. And I was like, okay, them two bitches over here on my right and my left, they
rolled out.
Shit. So I was just gonna go for it. And that girl, she swung me around. And yeah, she got the best of me.
So, oh no, I got my ass beat.
And when afterwards, they acted like, yeah, girl, we did. They ain't do nothing but watch.
Do nothing. My brother, when I was in elementary school, I'll never forget that shit. Because I would fight for my brother. My brother is 5 years older than me, and he was like, hell yeah, hell yeah. You talk about my brother, we going. And somebody was talking about my brother, and she was closer. It was a girl, and she was closer to my age than his age, and he's not going to fight a girl. And oh my God, I was like, all right, you talking about my brother? That's it. Let's go. And oh my God, I fought that girl so hard and lost. I lost. I lost very. I was like in second grade or something stupid. And how old was my brother? I don't know. He was whatever grade he was in. I was 5 years younger. And then she was in the middle. There you go.
Wait a minute. Double A said she ain't never fought in her life. Never. Huh? Double A said she ain't never fought in her life.
Oh, well, that's good for you.
Oh, okay. So listen. So I fought a lot. So probably I remember a couple of fights I got into. I remember one time I fought this girl, beat her ass, and then she called me to the office. I beat her so bad she couldn't go to prom. I got called into the office, and then because I was an honor student and I was in the orchestra and all that stuff. So they didn't think, they're like, not you, Niecy, not you. So I was just like, I don't know what happened. I told the counselor, I was like, I don't know what happened. And, I was acting all innocent. And then the girl was talking all this. Actually, I got her ass beat, right? She talking all, and then before she left, she goes, and she said, don't do it again or something like that. And I was just like, okay. And then the counselor came to me after she left. The girl left out. She called the counselor on me, right? Had me up in there. She called the counselor on me. The counselor was like, are you okay, Niecy? And I was like, I think I'll be okay. Went out there. I was. But I will say that Double A, I didn't realize until a few years that it wasn't normal to daydream about fighting. I didn't know that. I used to daydream about fighting. I fought so much. Huh? I daydreamed about fighting. And so I was talking to a friend one day and I was just talking casually. And I said, you don't daydream about fighting? She was like, no. And I was like, everybody doesn't daydream. I actually even asked April one day, did you ever daydream about fighting? She said, no. I did that up until probably a few years ago when somebody told me that wasn't normal. I daydreamed.
That's crazy. About fighting.
I thought everybody daydreamed about fighting. Like if this happened, like I'm gonna do, like if this, I would just jump in.
You know what I think about that? If I'm in a situation where I'm like, all right, if she comes over here, and she comes over here, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. That makes sense because you're in that situation.
No, I was like Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric said I lived off the wish method. I wish I would. That's how I walked around. Like just want some funk. I don't know. That's Niecy. That's not Constance Carter. They're two different people. I gotta throw Niecy in the back. You don't daydream about fighting, Marthella? Okay.
Nah.
Anyway, I just listen. This is my story. This is my song.
That's a gospel song?
Yes. This is my story. This is my song.
Speaking of stories,
Let me know if I'm in the wrong. I've been talking to this girl for about 4 months now. 4 months. I haven't gotten no type of play. We've had small dates here and there. Like we really connect. We really click. But you know what I'm saying, just about like 2 weeks ago, now I'm lying, like a week ago, she told me some news, gang. She told me, bear with me. She told me that she has AIDS. She has AIDS. But here's the thing though. I really fuck with her though, bro. Like, I honestly see her as like my other half, bro. Have you ever felt that much in love? Like, that's my other half. I've been talking to her for 4 months. It's my other half, bro. And you know, she came up front to me. She told me she has AIDS, and long story short, gang, I'm thinking about giving myself AIDS willingly. You know, talk to a couple of friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? They told me if this is what I believe in, I should go for it. And I want to get everybody's opinion on TikTok right now. If I should really just willingly give myself AIDS. But I'm in love though. This is love. So I don't really know too much. So I need opinions. I don't know. I think I might go with it. You know, it's gonna be our first time and shit. So, you know, I don't know. Should I do it? I don't know. I'm not just gonna kick it to the ground. I'm not a fucked up dude.
Yes, you are.
I don't know, bro.
Okay. Okay. The fuck?
So first of all, huh? Martha Ellis said, "Cat, you lying? Is he trolling?"
Why? This is my issue with the internet. This is why the internet needs to be thrown away and burned. Okay? Why do I know that your girlfriend has AIDS? Why do I know that? Okay? Let's start there. Number 2, if you listen to Tamar talks about it all the time. There are options out there that you can use, i.e. PrEP.
Oh, she didn't mention that.
Yes. Go take something, get yourself covered in the blood of Jesus. Have you ever thought about, and this is just a thought, condoms. Condoms are really good at stopping things from going from one body to another. I don't know, sir. Why do I know about your STDs? I'm just asking for a friend.
So first of all, he seems like he's young, and I will slap the shit out of my son if he says some dumb shit like
Say it
this.
in my face. I will bust you upside the head. I agree with that.
Dummy. Number 1. Number 2, you are young. I know it sounds like you in love and all the great things, but baby, it's way more options out there. And if you really, really like her, of course you can take precautions. But to go and say, I'm willing to give myself AIDS, maybe he's just young and naive and doesn't know that there are alternatives, and maybe he thinks that's the only thing. Maybe he thinks. And what girls, well, there are a lot of young girls his age that probably have AIDS, I would imagine. Here's what I didn't know, April. Wait, what remember when I told you a couple of weeks
I'm not
ago?
willing to give my. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not willing to what? It's Martha.
Sorry, y'all.
You were frozen. What happened? April is frozen again. So I'm gonna take her off the screen. What? So wait, she said, wait, y'all clicking, but she is not giving you any action, and you're willing to give yourself AIDS. Yeah, yeah. Same thing. You need to tell these women that no, they don't want children, ain't gonna take care of no kids, and popping them out like bubblegum. Don't forget all about what a condo meal appeal is. No, he is young and stupid because you're willing to give yourself AIDS today, but what about a year from now? You think somebody gonna fall in love with you and know that you got AIDS, or you will even Good afternoon. Hey, what's up? What's up, Deborah will win. April, you coming back?
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not willing to give
Yeah.
myself a cold.
Behind no ninja. Here's the
I'm
thing,
just
though.
saying, like,
Here's the thing. You can actually live with AIDS.
it's,
I know. I know someone who has AIDS. Why are you laughing? Oh,
oh, I'm sorry.
I know somebody who has AIDS, right? And they said that they are happy that they had AIDS rather than cancer because cancer is a death sentence. They were able to live with AIDS, and now their AIDS is undetected.
Okay. You're not going to go actively looking for AIDS or cancer. Hey, baby. Like, I'm not going to say, you know what I want today? Cancer. And who says
Mhm.
that? That is ungoodly bad. That's a level of disrespect to yourself, and I don't know. It angers me to my core that, and I think that, and this is so sad what I'm about to say. I feel that it has something to do with his lack of confidence,
Mhm.
because if you had confidence at all, you'd be like, you know what, on to the next, on to the next one. And he's like,
Mhm.
no, I love this one. I love this person. Who? How long they've been dating for? What, 4 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, months.
Sit down. Okay,
And
this
she's
is not your person.
yeah, yeah.
This is not your
Um,
person.
it's too many fish out in that sea, sir.
It's too many. And yes, a lot of them do have AIDS. So just make sure that you stay protected. I'm just saying, like, every time I hear about what they talk about in big cities, uh, sorry, Constance, the DMV, everybody has AIDS. Atlanta, everybody has AIDS. Houston, everybody has AIDS. LA, everyone has AIDS. Miami, AIDS. I'm just saying, like, just protect yourself. Wear condoms. Condoms are good. Condoms are good. Fun fact, I used to walk around with condoms in my bag all the time. And in all
Just in
seriousness,
case.
yes. And I would also give them out to the youth.
Okay.
Yes. There was a young lady who was at a restaurant I used to go to all the time. And she's like, yeah, he wants to da 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 da. Oh, honey, hold on. Do you know what size he is? Like, I got all sizes. Do you have an allergy to latex? No? Okay. I've got latex. I've got sheepskin. What do you need? Condoms are good. Use condoms.
Okay.
And why? Why? And then why do I know it? That's my problem. In all seriousness, he could have gone and had a wonderful fuck fest with this woman. And no one would ever know except he, his girlfriend, and his doctor. Why do we know this?
He wanted to get everybody's opinion on if he should do it.
That is my problem with the youth of today, that they put too much of their business out in these streets.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. You just reminded me of something.
What did I remind you of? Your Jeep?
Huh? Uh Wait, I wanted to show you since you're talking about condoms. But go ahead, keep talking.
No, I really do think that condoms are important. And I think that, I don't know. Okay, so a lot of you have children. Anybody have any 13-year-olds between 13 and 16? Anyone? Raise your hand, put up a black fist if you, isn't that what you always do, Constance? Put a purple heart.
Drop a black fist in the comments.
Put a purple
Wait,
heart in the comments, because I want
I
to know.
want to ask you, since you're quite the experienced person,
I don't
I
know
just
what you're talking about.
I want to see if you can resonate with this. Hold on.
On wearing Magnum condoms. What's wrong with that? The implication is, oh, he wasn't Magnum. Oh, who's condoms? Loose condoms is wild. Loose McGee, she said. So did you see the meat first and notice that wasn't a Magnum meat?
Yes.
So
you saw him pull out that gold wrapper, like, yeah, baby girl. You ain't ready for this here. Like, you ain't ready for this here. God damn.
He was like, yeah, I gotta get, I was like, okay. And then he pulled it out and I was like, oh, what?
He really put it on. You watched him put it on?
I watched.
Did he tie it up like a shirt? Was he like, I got to tie mine off at the side to make sure it be slipping off. So I'm going to just tie mine like an old University of Miami jersey. Now it's cool. It's going to stick. Now it's going to stay. I just got to tie, everybody with condoms tie them off at the edge just to make sure the stuff stay in. They all fit like this. That's what they told me at the store. So when he put it on, did it feel like a grocery bag on top of a meat?
I mean, I was just like, you
stopped him.
So you never even went through with the act. Oh, you was out.
Oh, dang.
Did you tell him it was because of the baggy condoms?
I love his voice, by the way.
Condom, and you was like, on second thought, So
you left him there with the condom on.
He put it on, and you tipped out.
Damn. It's a cold game out here, dog.
You left him with the loose condom on the meat?
I told him, like, I had to go because I have a kid.
Oh, you just remembered you got a daughter?
My daughter. Like, how did you just, there's no way you could just be all of a sudden like, yeah, my daughter. My daughter. You didn't even look at the phone. The phone didn't ring, nothing. She was like, my daughter.
Did you ever see him again?
We saw each other again, but we didn't.
Never got that far again? He didn't even ask what happened, or you think he knew?
Well, I think he knew because I posted something. This was.
Oh my God, dog.
What do you mean?
Oh, no. Don't play. No.
What?
Okay. No, I was trying to pull it up. I can't. So this was 100 years ago.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Are you talking about this thing?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
100 years ago, Howard Stern did a thing about micropenises, a contest, and talked about how many people like have lied on themselves, saying that they were a lot bigger than they actually were. And they actually had to pull it out. And some men looked like women, to the point where he even asked, are you sure that that's an actual penis and not a clitoris? Yes. That's number one. Number two, fun fact, magnums, even though they are for larger men, can still fit on some regular / larger men that maybe can really fit a regular condom. And that's a lot of that has to do with, a man's ego. And finally, what a lot of people don't realize is when you go up a size, you are not doing the right thing by the condom, because the condom will be left inside.
Oh, if the condom's too small?
If the condom is too large.
Okay.
So
I saw on social media the other day, this guy, he was saying how he has a micro penis and how it's ruined his life. He said he can't even pee sitting down or standing up.
How does he pee?
Because it makes a big mess.
How does he pee?
He said it's a whole thing. So he can't go to a public bathroom. He can't pee in a urinal. He has to pee sitting down, but it's really difficult for him to even pee sitting down. $1 million couldn't drag this information out of me. Wild horses couldn't drag this information.
I would just have a very lonely life.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
That's the reason why I don't understand. Like Diddy, they said Diddy had a really small penis, and like all the money in the world, you couldn't get that enlarged.
And they can do it. There are surgeries out there.
Yeah,
This just angers me to my core. And number one, I'm not mad at the woman. I'm not mad at her. Tony and Kev on stage, oh my God. They're idiots. I love Tony's voice.
Wait, but Deborah said, what if a man said he had a micro penis on the first date? Are you going out with the guy again?
No.
I'm gonna say absolutely unequivocally no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat. Ain't no use to even considering me. I ain't shit. I'm gonna cheat. Very important.
That's where you and I are different. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna go there. But if say we decided to wait 90 days and I really like this dude, and I got to feeling him, and then we decided that we want to go ahead and take it to the next level, and that didn't work. That was the case.
Then that would be our last encounter. But listen, that's one thing that I did up front. I was very, very clear with it. Like any guy who's like, I want to wait. I'm like, yeah, let me make this very clear, dude. You trying to wait?
You ain't waiting.
No. That's fine. I'm cool. We can wait for whatever. We can wait.
But you're not waiting. You gonna get yours somewhere else.
No.
So you gonna wait with him? Y'all both gonna wait?
What I'm saying, okay. So I'm gonna put a little bit of my business out there. My husband was one of those people who's like, I want to wait because he really liked me, and I'm like, I really like him. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool. We can chill. But if it's whack, I'm not sticking around.
Oh, you did tell him that?
Yes. Yes. And I'm like, that was not a joke. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I was in a relationship for years where the sex was whack. And I was very unhappy. And I was like, I will never allow that to happen again. Never, ever, 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 ever. And I meant that shit.
I want to say, but I can't, so I won't. But, but so, how long did you end up waiting with your husband?
Not long. I mean, when I say like, because as soon as I realized I liked him, I did want to jump his bones. So
how long was the wait? Like 2 weeks?
No, more like a month.
Okay,
that was a lot at the time, and I did not do anything with anyone else.
How often did you see him? Because if you only see him twice in that month, and that don't really
no. We saw each other. I know the dates that I saw my husband. Like that's how much in love I am with this man. I saw him the first day we met, the next day, and the next day. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then we didn't see each other for that week. Then the next week, Saturday and Sunday. Then the next week.
Oh, so you guys see each other times before y'all?
Every weekend. Yeah.
Wait, Callie Hudson said, this is why God didn't want people to be stepping out and having sex before they got married. I'll never experience it because when all they know is each other, dinner to work. I don't know what that means, but I do want to ask you, would you ever, why would I even ask you that? You're not even about to be dating nobody that you ain't sleeping with.
Listen, y'all know I'm so in love with my husband. It doesn't make any sense. It kind of gets on my nerves because I'm like, dang, if I'm mad at him, I'm like, I ain't going nowhere else. Like,
yeah, I'll speak for myself. I'm not gonna marry somebody that I haven't tried out, and in fact, I'm not even gonna marry somebody.
I wouldn't do that. That's stupid talk. Like, I'm sorry, no shade, but
as a good Christian woman, you should be waiting until you're married.
But I'm not a good Christian woman.
But what about if you were to would you wait to live with somebody before you got married?
No. Absolutely not. I think that's ridiculous. And when people are like, oh, we're waiting until we get married, you're waiting for your divorce. I'm just saying, like, because realistically, everybody, you have to know everybody's everything.
Their
I'm,
habits, how they live,
oh
how
my
they
God,
move. There's
I
no
have
way.
a messy
I don't think
house.
that's natural. Honestly, I don't think it's natural to try to wait until you're married to live with them.
That's stupid. That's ghetto.
It's just
Well,
dumb,
here's the funny thing. So my husband
in my opinion.
was in the process of moving when we first met. So, and this is how you know, like, okay, I needed help. Like, I needed to learn a thing or two, which is why you move in with someone so you can learn the person, right? He he moved in. I'm like, cool, 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 cool. And the funny thing is, he's like, all right, I have some options here. How do you think we should proceed? I'm like, well, I'm going to eventually sell my house. I told him I'm going to sell my house. So
How
why
long?
don't
Wait, how long after y'all met did y'all move in?
less than 6 months, about 6 months.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I did not give him a closet. Y'all, I turned one of my bedrooms in the house into a closet. Then downstairs there were two other bedrooms that had closets, and they were mine. And then we rented out our basement. So as far as I'm concerned, this man had no place to put his shit, and I didn't even think about it. And it wasn't because I was trying to be inconsiderate. It was because I just wasn't used to creating space.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to learn that. Now, what would have happened if we got married and then moved in together? He'd be looking at me like, really, bitch? And I mean, even then, I'm sure he was looking at me like, really, bitch? But I'm like, listen, I didn't know. I had to learn. And the blessing is that he gave me that opportunity to learn. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff he had to learn when it came to living with me.
I always wonder, just like when it comes to, like with me, I have a house. Who's living with who? Would you mind having your husband move in with you?
I don't know. Who, me?
Yeah.
Clearly,
And I'm
no.
talking about
Like,
no, I'm saying once you got married, like you knew you were moving out, but like, because a lot of women say a man should never move into their house because then they lose power.
not at
And
all. Because if you all are getting married, it then becomes your house. And if you all do everything right, then it's both of their houses. Like when that house was sold, we got money, not
But see,
he
I
got
have I have
money.
three sons. I have three sons, right?
Mhm.
And so I would imagine a man coming into my house with my three boys, trying to stake his manhood over my house, and I have these three boys that are like, "This is my house." Like, how does that feel for him? How would that feel
He's
for him?
It depends on him. He is a man. I mean,
Mhm.
if as far as I'm concerned, he as a man knows how should be able to conduct himself as one. And 9 times out of 10, he knows life more than those boys. Because you just said that multiple times. I have three boys. He's a man. You
I
can
think I would
come
have to
in.
move in with him. I'd leave the house to the kids. No, I said I think I have to move in with him. I'd leave the house to the kids because
I mean, I'm
I
just
would
saying, if you're a
imagine.
man, you can handle it.
Yeah, no, I would just imagine, like, for me, having these boys, and I'm a mom, I'm not a dad, so they probably don't do things according to a lot of men standards, right?
Hold on 1 second. This is what I'm noticing because you're saying that as a woman. A lot of people who are going to respond are 9 times out of 10 women saying, "No, he needs to do this," or we we need to be talking to a man to see how he would actually feel about it. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you are a man, this is my thinking. Again, I have a woman brain, so I can only think from a woman's perspective. As a woman, he might be moving into the city. So let's say he lives in Texas right now, and he's like, I want to be with you, Constance. I'm going to come to you because I know that's where you feel the most comfortable. Okay, so then you're saying because you're a man, you can't move into my house, and you sold your house, or still have that house that could potentially be generating additional wealth for the both of us. No, I'm just saying that if he is a man and he conducts himself as one, then he knows how to walk into a situation and create what he needs created. And he knows how to say, this is what I need. And you know how to say, okay.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
so, and I just think that we as women should stop saying, should stop thinking for them and telling them, oh, well, this is what they need to do. They need to have another house. What if they do have another house in another state? What if they do have a whole bunch of houses, but they've been living in an apartment because they like the apartment living, and you ain't going to
and we live in the apartment. But that's also considering, my kids are young adults. So my youngest son is going to be 18 this year. So again, my kids they do they live how they live. They don't always do what I tell them to do as their mom. I'm not always hard on them as a man. I was I had a party a couple of months ago at my house, and my boy came down, and he was emptying the garbage, and I saw one of the men looking at him like, "Nigga, how you emptying that garbage, right? Like, you ain't emptying it, you ain't doing it right." And I just imagined in that moment, like, if I was to date this man, even though it's not anybody that I would date, if I would date this man, like, he would probably not be happy with the way that my kids do things, because again, I'm a mother and I'm not as hard as a father. So them coming into my house and my sons already doing things in the way that they already do, how would a man, come in and be able to handle that, especially if they see something that they don't like? These boys is almost grown, and I don't want to be like, you ain't finna tell my kids. I just feel like it's just easier that, huh?
And I'm not. I guess I'm playing devil's advocate. I knew someone who's now divorced. She had a child, and her husband, who was not the child's father, would say, "Hey, you might want to have, or come here, son. This is how I need you to do X, Y, and Z." And she'd be like, "You're not going to tell my son how to do things." And I'm like, "Why can't he tell?"
Yeah, he should be able to.
He should be able to. And so if it's taking the trash out and it's done incorrectly, where that them putting the trash out the way they're putting it out could bring bugs in the house or be a problem, because, like, for us, we put our garbage cans in our garage, right? So there's a certain way that we bag the trash to make sure that we don't have any bugs that are going to stay in our house, right? What if that was it? What if whatever it is?
It's a way. It's really a delicate balance, is what I'm saying. So if you had a man who had the emotional intelligence to say, I'm coming into this person's house and I want to add value, and I want to bring some structure and some discipline, and I have a relationship with these children, right? Because first you have to have a relationship before you come in there trying to tell people what to do, and that's a problem, right? You gonna introduce your kids to this man. I'm the man of this house. I'm automatically start taking over and telling folks how to do this, that X, Y, and Z. You can't do that. So you have to have a relationship. I'm grateful that my kids is almost grown. Of course, when they get out of college, like my oldest son is getting ready to come back home, I'm like, shit, I'm trying to do what my daughter said. Me and my baby need dude right now. It's my turn. My youngest is getting ready to go to college. I listen, it's time to meet for mom to start dating. But I'm grateful that they're at that age where, I don't have to worry about anybody else coming in and that being an awkward space, because it's a very delicate balance trying to make sure that you maneuver through that. But still, I would imagine, even them being young adults, this is their house still. And I don't believe in they 18, they got to move. But somebody else coming in, and then sharing, and that's why it's very complicated. Just looking at someone that I would want to date, because I have to see them in all of those roles, and making sure that we fit in each other's lives in that way, where I can, have a relationship with their children, they can have a relationship with mine. But I've seen so many times where a man will come in and just start, moving his weight around, and this is what it is. And, like baby boy, that's my boy's biggest fear. That's what they always say. That's what they say though. I always talk about having a man. They be like, as long as he don't be walking around with no wife beater on, with his drawers on in the middle of the night going through the refrigerator, because that's what they imagine as a man coming into their mama's life being, the dude on baby boy.
Yeah, and the funny part is that's what I was thinking. Like that's what I was thinking in my head. Well, so I hear you, and I see this, and where I agree, I guess in some ways disagree, because I'm like, if you're a man and you're able to. And this again, I there's nothing about me that's a man, right? I feel that if I have a man in my life and he's able to see something that I don't necessarily see, I would want him to address it right then and there. Because now I don't have sons either, right? But I got nephews. And I'm like, if I see my nephews doing some crazy shit, I feel like if there's somebody who loves me and sees that they're doing some crazy shit, you go address it. Address it. You know what I mean? Because I want them to hear it from a man, because maybe they're not getting it the way that they
Again,
need to get it.
it depends on the relationship too. You can't
And
just
I would say the relationship with you, because if they don't have a relationship,
it's a relationship with everybody.
but hear
So
me out.
a lot of people
If they
do that
haven't had an opportunity to meet, hear me out. If they haven't had a chance to meet your sons yet, because as the average mother is not going to say, I'm going to bring everybody around my kids to meet my kids. So let's say they have an amazing relationship with you, and you see how they are, you know what kind of person they are. And the first day that they do meet your child is doing some ignorant shit. And you're telling me that you wouldn't want them to at least say, hey, as a man, you might not want to handle it like this. You're saying that you say anything to my kid because you don't have a relationship with them yet, but you've been dating them for the last year and a half. I'm just asking for a friend. I just want to know.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll be dating nobody a year and a half and they not know my kids. I don't know. I don't see that happening. And I don't see my kids doing no ignorant shit. I don't know. I don't see that for myself. I feel like it just everything needs to be in its proper place, and folks need to have relationships before they can go talk to other people's kids. It's like me, like when you dealing, like if I dated a guy who had a daughter and she's daddy's girl, I know what it's like to be a daddy's girl. I was like, when people come to the house, I'd be like, I'm the woman of the house. Right. That was me. My dad was spitting game at some woman. I went up to the lady, I was like, what you selling? Like, what did I was her. So I understand what it is. And so I know that is a delicate balance. Just me having a relationship with a man and his daughter. So, and I know that as the woman, I have to take responsibility to make sure that I get to know them before I start trying to tell them what to do. And a lot of women don't do that. This one guy I was talking to, he was saying how the last lady he dealt with, he told his daughter he didn't want her to have his iPad or something like that. And she was talking to her mom on the iPad, and the lady came in and said, didn't your daddy tell you? And she said, well, I'm talking to my mom. And she snatched the phone from her, snatched the iPad from her and took it. And it caused the whole thing. That's not your place, ma'am. It's not your place. So me as a woman, I would have to understand, like, hey, this is his daughter. I ain't saying shit. I'm gonna go tell him if I need to tell him, but people don't understand their places. So there's this thing, you got to have a relationship with people, and before you go and try to tell them what to do.
I mean, I guess I'm looking at it from old school. As growing up with two parents from Louisiana, everybody was in our business, meaning the neighborhood, the neighborhood parents also were my parents. So if they saw me doing something crazy, then they had every right, quote unquote, to, if they needed to spank me, do whatever it is. That's how my parents.
I ain't grow up like that. Ain't nobody putting their hands on me besides my parents. I didn't grow up like that. My kids didn't grow up like that, and ain't nobody putting their hands on my child except me. And I don't even put hands on my children.
And so, I guess I'm a strong believer in, if that person has my best interest, they're going to look out for my children. But in addition to that, I will also put my own business out there, in that the reason I don't have children is because I don't want nobody looking at my children. And I'm not talking about people I know. I'm talking about people I don't know, because I know that I would be that crazy ass mother that would beat the shit out of random people. So we talk about bullying. I'd beat the shit out of any and everyone who looked at my child wrong. So
yeah,
I would probably be in jail.
No, it's really about, just like they said, it's the relationship. You can't just come in there, and then you got to know, you can't overstep. People be trying to do too much. You want to try to parent. You want to try to get involved. You want to try to do, and just relax. See how you can add value, but just don't do too much on both sides, I would imagine. Anyway, girl, Tierra over here texting me. I got a whole nother thing I got to get to, and I know you got to get to your thing. So guess what, y'all? We will see you next week. April and Constance next Wednesday. Talking about smoke.
Real quick, y'all, make sure you go to her site. Constance, what's the site again so they can go to later on this evening?
MakeMyLivingTrust.com. Get your living trust. Boom. April.
Follow that. Follow me. Love y'all. Goodbye.